Alright guys, welcome to part 2 of reviewing and rating your guys' loadouts. Now, we went a bit overkill in part 1 and I listened to your feedback, so we're toning it down, and today we have 6 pretty interesting and unique loadouts to take a look at. Let's get right into it. So we are going to be taking a look at the actual Steam profiles, going through the inventory, and then we'll take a look at some stuff in game as well. So we're kicking off with a member. It is Twin Daddy 69. Now, Twin Daddy has given me a lot of information to go through on this, and we are going to go expensive to cheap on all of them. I think some of the requests he has might be better suited for a viewer loadout build, but just to go through it and you can get a little glimpse at some of the skins here. His gloves and his knives are the base. He wants to keep his AK and his M4 as is, also his USP stays as is. He's considering about an M4 upgrade, which I'll generate and showcase to you guys. And what we need from you guys is, he wants to see if there's any sticker crafts that could work on weapon skins that pair in with the gloves that he has. And there's about €200 to do that. So I'll see if there's anything that comes to mind, but if you guys can cook in the comments, that would be super appreciated. Now, I'd like to have a look at some of these things in game for Twin Daddy. So these are the Bronze Morph Glove in minimal wear with the Shadow Daggers Gamma Doppler. Now, honestly, at like I'm gonna say value for money level, this is a good combination. The Bronze Morph aren't for everyone, but minimal wear sports gloves were for a good price. A Bronze Morph are currently being market manipulated, so they have like doubled in price in the last week. I don't know if it's got any worse since I last checked, but yeah, it went from being a good value for money combo to now having, profit for Twin Daddy, which is good. Like, this is an interesting combination to have. It's not going to be like my favorite, it's not S tier, but it is a good combination. You can see here, this is the M4 as well. We'll go for it first. Playing with a print stream on it, which is his M4 that he wants to stay. And honestly, I love the mixed crafts on the print stream, but I do get that vibe of maybe going like green with red stickers or red with green stickers and really doubling down on that colorway could be an interesting upgrade. And I think the headshot is like actually a really solid AK for this. I think stat track, I know some people like having stat track skins. I have a couple myself. I feel like because the stat track counter is orange here and we've got red and green gloves, you can actually want to avoid stat track maybe because it's just adding like an extra layer of clash in. But the Furia Stockholms on the headshot look absolutely fantastic. And just for reference, this is the USP with these sort of like orangey green stickers on it as well as the twin coils. So I can see definitely why you're thinking like some weapons with maybe like sticker crafts that could like elevate and upgrade a little bit. Like, that would be interesting to sort of look at. Like, there's some other good weapon skins in here. Obviously, I had my agent equipped, but he's got Little Kev as well. He's got Rex Crikey, so he knows the score on CT side. And there are some just like nice weapon skins in through here. Definitely going down that upgrade path of like just getting red and green items is going to be a play. Yeah, I'm very quickly trying to cook, and I'm going to get Infosource S because that red is like that reddy brown. Put some Battle Scar stickers on it. Obviously, it pairs in with the vibe, and it's red. Like, this is like a more budget-friendly version, but like, this is the sort of thing we're probably trying to cook up. I think the most important one that Twin Daddy probably needs help with, if you guys can cook in the comments down below, is the up. This is the Ice Cold that he's considering trying to cover the blue with red stickers. Now, honestly, this up as itself with these gloves is solid enough. Like, you've got a little bit of green, but I can see why you'd want a bit more. There's a lot of blue to cover, so maybe like just red stickers on the scope could be the play. Like, overall, when it comes to your loadout, mate, like actually having shadow daggers and enjoying them and using them is like unique and cool. Obviously, the print street like forward craft, always like that. I like that you've given a chance on the Bronze Morph, and you're gonna get like an extra sort of point in here because they have been increased in price, so you got some nice profit sitting. You guys were saying I was being a bit too generous in the last part with the ratings I was giving out, so we do need to sort of create a guideline and a standard. With that in mind, that I was being too generous, Twin Daddy, I'm going to say this is like a 7, going to 7.5 because you currently got profit on the gloves. I feel like it depends if you want to commit to the theme, but if you wanted to commit to the theme, I think you could end up doing something very interesting. Like these Hellraiser holos actually on the Scout You Ready are a good example of stickers that on the right skin could complement this loadout really well. But keep cooking on the daggers, and I'll probably do a video for you dedicated to trying to build out a new loadout based on what you've put in Discord for me. Okay, and now on mission not to butcher names, this is Miguez. Now you can already see some items in the showcase which are looking good. His goal here is for some feedback and some possible upgrade suggestions, and no theme and style, not necessarily going for one, but running mostly blue and white or grey for neutrals. I reckon about 98% of everything is able to be seen, so we're not going to miss anything in the loadout. And straight away, we're on a 7k loadout, and goddamn, I remember looking at this in the past. There's some nice skins in here. There's one gen code I need to put in because it's not going to work. Now, I already know this is a very, very slick loadout. And the one sort of question I have is, you've gone for Skullhead, who has the bronze accents. Now, I appreciate the stiletto handle has brown. But for the weapon skins, you're thinking, where you've got that white and grey neutrals, maybe like Silent Darrow with the silver accents would work best for that. But either way, this combination is sick. The only way this could possibly be improved is going Sapphire. But obviously, that's a huge jump in cost, and it's not everyone's cup of tea. I ran a Phase 3 rather than Phase 4 with the Amphibious and absolutely loved it. Your M4, the Foster, with the blue charm on it, like, fully comes together. Now, I know this, you'd have your CT agent here, not your T agent, but it's just this. The gloves into the Phosphor is just super sick, and then obviously Cobalt Disruption is like a no-brainer with it. So like overall, like you are basically making the picks that I would likely make myself if I was having to build within the requirements you set, which is really cool, maybe outside of Agent. And I can see you did go like heavy on the print streams as well. They do offer that kind of like, you know, you're talking about that grey scaly, the greys and the whites. Again, the AK with the blue charm on it, picking up a nice RPK craft as well. With some, yeah, this is a nice craft. Like this is really nice. Also, I know charms aren't everyone's cup of tea, but when they get used correctly, they look so good. And you've got two banging examples of it here, and this is what I'm trying to start doing myself. Do you have an arrive? I was thinking there, why is it not showing anything? It's got an old cattle sticker on it. We probably need to have a look at the Vulcan in game as well. I want to check out the Gamma Doppler though. This one, I can kind of see it working. I know you said you weren't going for a specific theme, but like low-key, just buying an ocean topo here for the Glock for like $1.15, in fact new, doing a craft on it, I think that should be considered because that would look really nice with these gloves. While we look at the Vulcan, I'm going to sort of look at some of the notes. So it did say budget and flex. The only upgrade I have in mind at the moment would be for the knife, maybe swapping for an M9 P4, which is doable by selling the toothpick since I have some balance of float to cover. Okay, so what I want to do is look at what the M9 P4 would look like, and then have a look at this gen code. Okay, so good news, the charm generation did load. You've actually committed to a smoking kills and picked one up and put a little rocket park charm on it from the new collections, which is just kind of cool. New skin, new charm. I like committing early to that. And if you went for the knife, this is what you'd be changing to. And if you were to change knife, this is where I think the agent side of things definitely would come into play, because I feel the bronze accents aren't fully working now. I do have Silent Darrow myself, so maybe that's a little bias coming in. But just for context, this is how it would look with Silent Darrow. For me, I think it just it doesn't offer a clash with like the gloves and the knife, and anything it sort of pairs that a little bit better. The question is, would you consider a Phase 3 though? Because for me personally, Phase 3 Dopplers are beautiful. Those blues and the greens are fantastic. And with the amphibious gloves, I think this looks better than a Phase 4. This is probably the only thing that I would say your way. Like I'm thinking this is a solid 8 out of 10 loadout. And maybe I'm going a little bit harsh on the rating because I got the feedback I was being too nice. Maybe you guys can let me know, would this jump up to a 9 in your opinion? Like we're trying to figure out what a fair rating is. I feel like if the agent was changed and it was a Phase 3 Doppler, like this is a solid 9 out of 10 loadout. Like either way though, like this is sick. Like obviously I'm trying to reset the ratings a little bit. This is a sick loadout. I like a lot of the weapon skins. If you've had the blue phosphor for a while, you're laughing at the rise it's had. You've got skins like the Vulcan in there. You've done like a nice work with the crafts and the charms as well, which is super sick. And I see you have some other items in here kind of maybe waiting to be crafted. So like overall, I really do actually like this loadout. Then we have Caboose. Caboose the Moose. And at least the profile is on brand. We have Moose everywhere. And the item showcase is... Okay. Are we somehow called cap on including these? Or am I about to witness some absolute craziness when I click into your inventory? No, we're looking at craziness. What in the fuckery is going on here? This is going to be sick. Alright, Caboose, this is absolutely slick. We have minimal wear Tiger Strikes, we have a Butterfly Mango Fade, we got the number K agent for the white sleeves into the white of the gloves. You've got the Mjolnir here, which I don't know if you've like got this sat, but potentially for a trade-up attempt. I'll check what you put in Discord in a second, but I love this skin, obviously because of the Norse mythology, and it just looks sick. I just wish it was more photos so I could actually get one myself. And then you've got for the likes of the Fennec Fox with a charm on it as well, which works. Like that carrot charm. I mean, there's probably better charms overall that you could probably do, but like this is still a very, very nice charm to have on it. I love the commitment to the Tiger Strikes though, because they are very unique and slept on pair of gloves, but you have to do it right. And I'm going to look at more, but I feel like you're doing it right here. Then the AK here, having the VP stickers, I think they're holos, right? I'll need to double check that. On the Azimuth and minimal wear, you've got a tag on there as well from the recent event, the major. We got Fnatic Cal 15 4x craft on the Orion. I don't love the sticker on the end of the suppressor, but I'll put that one down to personal preference. And again, we've got another like gold carrot charms. Like these are just like more expensive charms. I've hit the mic. Paired nicely, locked in on the unique gloves, the mango fade. You do have the Op Boom in here as well with like Austin Strikes Back charms. That what you got? Oh, okay, you've got Austin Strikes Back on as a charm on both the Op and the AK, which I like. I'm gonna have to check this in game. 007 float atomic alloy, and you've got a flame Yermungandr chilling. Like obviously the agent would be different here, but you've locked in on the charms, you've locked in on the crafts. I'm vibing with how unique this is. Having D Squadron Officer as well with the orange eyes is super cool for CT. Caboose, I love this loadout. I honestly, I love the commitment to the gloves. What I need to know is this a pending trade-up attempt, or what is the play with this? Because obviously having the negative, as sick as it is, being the second most expensive item in the inventory, my only question is like, could this, I don't know if this is Steam pricing, but could this 4K be repurposed elsewhere? Or have you kind of maxed out? Like, you're the factory new on the fucking Fennec Fox as well. Like this is a 9 out of 10 loadout, guys. Like I feel like maybe understanding what's up with the Mjolnir a bit more and seeing what the path is. Just for the context of what Caboose is going for, again, wanted review and feedback and possible recommendations. The theme is fully orange, which we figured out, but favorite colors are actually green followed by blue, but my friends I used to play CS with have both blue and green loadout, so I figured orange worked well in the game. So I kind of feel that a little bit, like everyone's using certain things, so you want to change up a little bit. All skins are available to be viewed, which we've looked at, which is good. More items locked in containers. Besides the Howl, actually, I haven't seen the Howl yet. Hold on, I need to go check the Howl. I'm open to any suggestions that you think could be a better option. Price isn't a concern. Motherfuckers are loaded. Unless you say some crazy shit like a tier 1 blue gem karamba, don't worry, I ain't saying that. I'm going to go generate a normal one, just to showcase how it would look. Like, this is sick from a collector's point of view. Again, wrong agent, but it's fine. Just ignore that part. Like, I personally feel like the Howl isn't the best M4A4 in the game, but I can understand from that collectors and that rarity side of things, it is a sick item to hold and have. Honestly, mate, I'm not sure where I would even like start to think for upgrades from this point onwards for you. Like, you've got a lot. I really just, like, if I understand what's up with the Mjolnir, if that is a definite long-term commitment, we'll have a chat. But 100%, ping me in Discord about this. I want to run through this because this is looking sick. And now you guys are testing me for pronunciation today. This is Kai Bai. That's what I'm going for you. I probably got it wrong. Apologies if I have. Now, they are looking for a review and feedback of the loadout, potentially some suggestions too on what might work better. The theme and style is originally a Galaxy theme, which I can kind of see with the Vice gloves and the sort of the pink vibes, but wanted the Vice gloves to be the main talking point. If all items, but some are trade locked, I'll post them below. Note it on that. Short term, happy to add an extra £500 on top. Okay, let's have a little look through this. Now, just quickly, I'm having a look through. So you've got a butterfly knife. So one thing I need to know is, like, are you on butterfly knife because you like the animations, or is it just your favorite knife, or is that just what you thought worked best at the time? I'm seeing a mix already of like keeping some green items. You did note that you must keep your Aquamarine Revenge, which is your favorite AK, and butterfly was always your favorite growing up. So learned how to use one at advanced level in real life. So you want them, okay. So I'm kind of stuck on the butterfly for you. Latte Rush is sick. No agent, so I'm just going to go generate an agent that has no sleeves, just so we don't have any clashes. Now, it was a 0.46 pair of Vice gloves. Honestly, the Ultraviolet doesn't look as bad as I thought it was going to be. The Black Blade actually looks kind of sick. The purple, pinks, and blues all work together. I don't love this combo. I like the gloves. I know they're battle scarred because they're more expensive, and it's probably an alright pattern for battle scarred, to be honest. The 5.7 Hyper Beast wins points for me, and then you also got the M4 as well, which I think looks sick with the Vice gloves. So I like this. Would 100% keep down this path of like getting all the color in there. We got some obvious picks like the Latte Rush, where the pinks are a bit different, but again, like, it's just the vibe just hits. The Containment Breach is an interesting one. Like, I know you've detailed that you've got an Op Krakow, which I have as well, so I'll showcase one of those. So you're keeping the Aquamarine Revenge, so okay, you've done the full G2 team in gold as signatures. Okay, that's fair enough, that's like a little bit of a unique element. Everyone else would go probably Neon Rider suggestions for you, so that makes sense. The Op Krakow you have, like I'll just pull mine out, like it looks good with the gloves. The knife area is where I would like to see if we can do anything else. Like you did say butterfly, so I'm just gonna go look at the butterfly knives. I guess the trick is, like, you're on an ultraviolet here, and then you're talking like anything below it price range, you're kind of limited at, which just for my sake is like 1100-ish, or actually let's say like 1050. If I do 1050 here, yeah, I am looking at Doppler PS2 for you as well, man. See, like I know that you like the butterfly, and I'm not gonna like sort of suggest or force to change from it, but from a pairing perspective, these gloves basically call out for something like a Phase 2 Doppler. And there's quite a lot of versions that are in your options. So like this Bayo one actually looks super clean with the pattern of the pink. Obviously, you've just seen a Nomad. You can get Stiletto in there as well. Enjoy the black screen for a couple of seconds. There we go. Flip knives in there. I mean, they are minimal wear. You can get factory new as well. But Stiletto's Stat Tracker in there. And obviously, you can go lower price on the bowies and stuff. And I think potentially the alternative then would be going on to Gamma Doppler Phase 1 knives as well. I'm trying to get that blue to pair on with the cyan a little bit. But yeah, like I get the butterflies there, and you're probably limited then on where you can go knife-wise. Like having an extra 500 to spend from the minimum wear ultraviolet, I don't think you really get anywhere on this. Case hardened with a blue, maybe. But yeah, I think this Loadout for me, I'm going to give, this is like I'm going to say 7.5. I feel like I would want the knife change as much as I'm like would be stubborn of wanting the knife type. I feel like for the sake of the pairing, it might be worth the change. But what I do like is the commitment to the low flow Battlescar gloves that look good, like they do your job nicely. You've got the Hyper Beast skins which look really well, and then I do like that craft on the. Oh, interesting. The Matty's one is from Shanghai, not all from Austin. I didn't spot that at the start, but that's also like a cool touch. I really like that. And now we have a lovely Gochugangs, which is, I just know it's going to be good. Now, a lot of his stuff I need to go and grab gen codes for because he's in the middle of changing his loadout. We looked at his last time, but there have been significant changes. Now, this is a collector of brown skins and NIP crafts. Was the update last time? Looks to have changed a little bit. Like, we will see some of the same items we looked at last time around, but I think what I get into inspect is going to change a lot. So you can see we've got, like I said, the Glock Brass. We've got basically lots of brown skins. You've got the NIP crafts in there. You've got Sanjun collections with NIP crafts. But let's have a look at some of the new options from Gochu, which he's detailed is he's working on new artwork, so the profile is a little bit in disarray, and obviously a lot of the items he's just picked up aren't available to see. So let's jump into the server to look at them. Now, just for context, Gochugang is on a free-to-play account and also recently won a giveaway, which has helped him a little bit. So we don't have a knife actually at the moment, so I'm just going to keep the previous knife we were looking at. He got another pair of Queen Jaguar gloves, actually sold his other pair to make a purchase, and I think won this pair in the giveaway. And the purchase he made was a gold gem case hardened AK, and I actually quite like the blue mag on it. Now, you guys know I am not an enjoyer of case hardened skins, but in this case, understanding the theme Gochu's going for and what they enjoy, I can respect it. I also think the bottom mag being blue is kind of cool, and this is like the shift you made on this loadout to sort of lock in on this is super cool. Now, you've very correctly gone for a Memorial Scout. My question to you is, why not in Battle Scarred? Because if you picked one up in Battle Scarred, you get a bit more brown and, like, I don't know, a bit more of a, like, sort of vibe on it. Got that souvenir mod spec, which obviously makes sense for me. The gold stickers into the Queen Jags, and the mod spec just a banging skin. Love this, always have done, always will. And this one's interesting. I was eyeing up a Roy Paladin myself, and I just sort of like haven't pulled the trigger on it. We'll wait and see. But this is quite nice with the gloves, I'll give you that. The one thing was always the back just gets scuffed with the Royal Paladin. There's no way around that. We did both pick up a ZZ Victoria. You kind of put me onto that, and I gotta say, looks good with the gloves, man. Souvenir Dark Age, again, like I can see where the gold is what's complementing here. I don't overly love this skin though. I don't know if there is better options out there. And you did pick up a Mag 7 chainmail, which I feel like is just super, super unique. With everything in mind, Gochu, like I think your loadout is an absolute set, 8 out of 10 for me. I think you have definitely potential to hit 9+ as you continue to sort of slowly grow out. And maybe once the profile is completed and I sort of see this all in place, and I can now like actually see all the skins here, and you get those kind of final pieces in. We could be looking sick. And then we have Grandy or Grandma here. You can see already this is going to be nuts, and I was planning to try and make this a 15 to 20 minute max video. I'm not sure how long we are. The recording is 33 minutes, and look at what we have to go through here. This is insanity. We have a butterfly knife, a gamma doppler emerald. We got a fat junior dragon lord low float with 4x crown foils on it. We got a black pearl M9 bayonet followed up by minimal wear spearmint gloves with a phase 1 gamma doppler, a stiletto rubly. We got 2 Star Trek Factory new AKs. We got Cat 14 papers. I actually prefer the Cloud9 craft on it. Then we got like P4 skeleton. And then we get into like the weapon skins. We seem to have secondary gloves going on. And just the notes from Grandy here. The review of the combos. Each glove with 2 knives above. And the sticker crafts on showcase plays. I'll try and look at that. No theming style. Everything should be there. Looking for a high tier Stat Track Desert Eagle or 1-of-1 crafts I could do. Oh, are the superconductors not showing for me? Hold up. Oh, look, we've got the joyous thing where things are being hidden in the back. Look at that Emperor One Knight just chilling in there with the Vogue Seminors and the craft. Okay, here are the Pandoras. So, hold on, is it Pandoras? You got superconductors and you've got spearmints. And you said review the combos, each glove with 2 knives above. Okay, you're on rotation, I guess. Now, while I think spearmints are overpriced, they are incredibly clean on that like white palm. Like, just hold on, let me get an AK. Look how clean the palms look. I'm assuming you pair the ruby with these because it's got that like a ready orange strip that goes up and then you go into the knife. And you also got the brown accents on the gloves onto the brown handle, which is super sick. I'm also assuming it's the phase 1 gamma doppler that goes with this, not the emerald. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, maybe I am wrong, but I feel like the emerald wouldn't work here, so I'm gonna lean in on it being this. Like, this I think is what it should be, and again, it looks damn good. I do prefer the stiletto though. Oh, actually, no, I've just realized what you said. Each gloves with the knives above and below. Okay, so I was right. It is the emerald. Okay, let me screenshot this so I can remember. I feel like if I don't give this sort of loadout a 10 out of 10, it just seems like very harsh. This is sick. I mean, this visually, being really picky on colors. It's not the, I don't think it's the ultimate color pairing you can get for the spearmints, but I mean, the accent color in the handle is really good with it, but who's going to argue against Minwar spearmints and an emerald butterfly? Like, I think if I start dissing on this, I'm just going to get crucified. There is field tested superconductors, but fairly low float field test it. Then we have the superconductors with it. This is another phase 4 pick though, and I just feel like phase 3 would be better. I mean, actually, in this case, I know in this case, yeah, look, I think the boys looked a little bit better. Is there? Let me know in the comments, guys. Why are we going phase 4 over phase 3? This is for you, Grandy, just in general. Like, for me, I feel like we sleep on phase 3 even when it's the better pairing. Okay, and now this makes more sense. This superconductor with this karambit, yeah, like absolutely locked in. This is better than that the phase 4 skeleton combo was for sure. This is a sick combo. I remember looking at this before. M9 Black Pearl with the Pandoras. Like, this is a lot of people's endgame combo. It looks absolutely elite. Like, just absolutely nuts. Very interested into what I'm getting into, though, with the Marble Fiat. Now, you're saying fire and ice. I mean, it's color pop for sure. I don't think I could ever see myself equipping the Talon over the M9 Black Pearl though. Like, I feel like that just isn't happening. And there's a couple of weapon skins I just want to check in game because they look insane. Obviously, you might use different gloves with these, but this is the Dragon Lord with the 4x crown foil. Now, this is just absolute flexing to the max. I'd say there is the Titan 14 craft, but I actually prefer the Cloud9 one. Like, this craft is incredibly nice. It is, however, another one where I feel like stat track, yes, it's more expensive, it's more rare for the skin itself, but it kind of takes away from the vibe of the skin a little bit. Like, still though, insane craft. Twilight Galaxy, just the pump it's been having as well, you've made some money there for sure. I think the other thing I want to take a look at is probably, okay, you've got the Howl and you've got the Knight. I'm going to double check both of these. I think we checked these in the past with you, but I want to check both of these and then we'll end it off. The Howl is very flex crafty, like Titan 15 holo, not the Cloud9 holo. This is 2 Howls in 6 loadouts that we've done, and I still have the same stance. It's a cool collector skin, not the best M44 skin in the game though. And then it's kind of like the same vibe for the Knight. Obviously, this is by no means the best M41S in the game. However, we cannot take away how sick this craft is and the charm placement for a nice touch. Now, also, I just look at the glitch here. the sticker being on the magazine when you reload, just, I don't know how long that's been in the game. I've only started paying attention to it the last few weeks. Volvo, I mean, actually, maybe don't please fix. You're technically getting a 5x craft for free, if you think about it. But there you go, Grandy. I'm going to say you're a 9.5 out of 10. I think it's really hard to argue against the level of this loadout when you've got those 3 pairs of gloves and the knives around them. Obviously, I have some areas I think the knife options could be better. Like, I don't know why I would go from a Black Pearl into this. Maybe you just really like it or you pulled it. I don't know. I would always be on the M9. And then, obviously, with the superconductors as well, I feel like you should be looking at a Phoenix 3 or a Sapphire rather than a Phoenix 4 for the optimum pairing. Mainly because people said I was being too kind with the ratings. You're not getting a 10. Like, people are going to look at this and be like, from a collector loadout, certified 10, it's 100k value, it's insane. My thing would be, and I know you're trading some things, you got some up for trade, and that's where we were a little bit messy, having even 2 combinations and being able to like fully detail, like, you run this combo and rotate the knives on CT, and these are the weapon skins you use, and so on. That would be the next thing I want to find out, because that might get you the 10 out of 10. But there we go, guys. That concludes the part 2 of rating viewer loadouts. We went from doing 14 to doing 6, so I really hope I managed to cut the time down, but I see we're on 45 minutes of recording, so maybe I have just absolutely prime waffled. We will wait and see. If you're wondering how you can get involved in this, you want to be in the Discord, which is linked down below. That's where I announce them, and we're doing one of these every month moving forward, and we're going to do max of 10 entries per month. We got 6 this time, and there was some absolute juicy stuff in here, so that's why I ended up waffled a little bit more than maybe I thought I would. So hit the like button if you enjoyed it, hit the subscribe button if you're around here. We're trying to make that big push for 10k, and a big shout out to all the members. As you would have seen, Twin Daddy as a member got his loadout showcase first. That's one of the perks. You guys get priority for this. So if you want to make sure you're 100% featured in the 3rd episode, or you want a full dedicated loadout built by me, hit that join button today and we'll get that sorted for you in the next couple of weeks. But outside of that, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Goodbye.